And this is the beginning of the work on this AK47, the one that I was already talking about. The combination of the M4 buttstock and this scope mounting system makes it to where you have virtually no cheek weld. What I've recommended to the individual is that we put a dot sight on this, and even then we still may need to add the saddle piece here for the cheek weld. With being an AK47 the way that it is, a scope's really not necessary. I believe that you can have a lot more fun with this with iron sights or a good dot sight. Doesn't even have to be anything expensive. But I believe that there's a lot more fun to be had with this weapon with a dot sight than with a scope, especially an older Bushnell at that. With this, I'm sure that I haven't looked through it, but I'm sure that with this scope you probably got to have your eye aligned really well to get a good sight picture through it. I could be wrong. I haven't actually checked that, but I'm making an assumption, and I'm probably right. So anyways, I'm going to remove the scope now and get to it. I guess I can go ahead and secure this thing since I'm going to be working on it. Dig over here for a container. This is actually a little Remington 22 box. And this is some of the subsonic, but they have it in different things, and these little units make pretty good holders for screws, nuts, stuff like that. And around here somewhere I've got one where I have actually taken and stapled, I think, 3 of these boxes together to make a pretty good little parts tray. I can find it around here. I'll show it to you. May have it upstairs. Either way, makes a good parts tray. You can staple them together. That's the point. As you can tell, I do a lot of planning here. Lots of planning. Lots of pre-production work. Very important to me. Nothing but the best. We spare no expense. I'm sure you all believe that. If you do, you shouldn't. But this gun and a number of these others that you'll be seeing here, they're all getting, I'm doing the FrogLube process to them, and then I'm going to run the hell out of all of them and just do as much testing and get as much data with different firearms using FrogLube as I can. Just above this AK47 is, I'll show you here, is Mosin Nagant that I've done a good bit of work to. Sorry about the crappy tripod. There's a couple carbines. There's a 308 set me there. I mean, just a number of different things that I'm going to try and get as much data using the FrogLube as I can. Again, I apologize about the crappy tripod. And that way I can have some really good information to report back to all of you, other customers, the makers of FrogLube, everyone involved. This is a Lyman holder here, gun vise. Works alright. You wouldn't want to shoot off of it, but for just your not too aggressive cleaning and gunsmithing operations, it works real well. Now, I use a couple of different heavier duty vices, like whenever I say I'm doing a barrel on an AR or something like that, I use a real vise, padded jaws, but for stuff like this, this Lyman setup is really good, and it's not too expensive. Alright, all this is now going to go into the tub for this AK. And with this rail scope mount on the AK here. And welcome back. This is I guess what would be part 2. Going to be just some short videos in this series as I have a chance to work on this particular weapon. Safety check, nothing in there, no magazine. Didn't do that last time. I don't really care. I know a lot of people may gripe about that. I don't care. Safety check your own stuff. I'm not pointing this at anyone, although liability does tell me to tell you that if you are working on a firearm, to always safety check it. Make sure that there's no magazine in it, that it is clear. Do a visual check on it. And I do that. He's saying I don't care. I guess that's the spiteful side of me coming out from all the Dudley Do-Rights and people that always want to tell everyone else how to act, how to do this, how to do that. You should, you should, you should. Someone starts off with you should, I tune out. It's an instant reaction. You know how a shark hazes over whenever they're about to, when they smell blood or they're about to make a kill? That's what my eyes look like whenever someone starts to talk to me and they start out with, well, you should, or, well, you know. Yeah, Dudley Do-Rights, or whatever. There's many, many things that people like that are called. Some would call them liberal. But we won't go there. That's another discussion, another topic. And what I've just done was these two on-headed screws that are in this setup here. You undo them. The front sight holds this tab down here. And once you press on your piston rod there, that will come right out. And again, I'll show you what I did there. As you can see, that presses, it comes right out the back. We'll zoom in just a little bit for you. That right there would normally be sticking out a little bit farther. I've already pressed it in. You press that in, slide that off there. And this is the rail that I was talking about in the last video. You can see that it is attached to it here. It's an alright idea, but it just, if you're really worried about accuracy, it'd be very hard to get good repeatability. Now on this, for your rod. You just pull in, pull it back, and everything comes right out. There we go. Alright. Now, I'm moving tripod and all, so please bear with me here. You can see here. And that's how you remove the dust cover on an AK47. And that's the end of this installment. I said they'll be short. As always, please subscribe and like the videos. If you don't like them, send me a message and tell me what you don't like, and try and make them better. Thank you for watching. Wanted to make a correction. I just going about my way. Last video I was speaking about the spring and everything. I referred to it as the rod. No, that's not a Freudian slip. That's just what I said at the time. This is really just your spring linkage, your return spring. Now, once that's out, you've got your bolt here, or your piston rod. You come straight back with it. Again, forgive some of my terminology here. And the entire unit will extract, bolt and all. And we'll cue it in here so you guys can see. This is piston rod here. Your bolt. Everything right in one. And there you go. There is your next installment. Again, like I said, they are going to be short. Thanks for watching.